Namaste, dear students. First of all, as usual, I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 9. I hope today also you are very ready to learn your new item. So are you ready for it? Good. So do you have your English textbook, notebook and pen or pencil? Very good. If so, now first of all, I want to remind you what we learned in our previous class. Can you tell me what did we learn? All right, we learned about a unique death ritual. And what was it? All right, that was sky burials, And in which community is it prevalent? Can you tell me? All right, it's prevalent in Tibetan community, okay? In Tibetan culture. So what do they do in this sky burials ritual? Can you tell me? Very good. They chop the dead body and then they feed to the vultures, okay? That's how they perform their death ritual. And we did our comprehension exercises. And can you guess what are we going to learn today? All right, we are going to learn 3 things in our today's class. So they are listening task, speaking task and pronunciation. So for it, you have to be very active, you have to be very alert, okay? Now first, we are going to begin with our listening task. Now, all of you look at these pictures and answer these questions. First of all, you can see the picture here, the first picture, second picture and the third picture. Can you tell me the pictures related to our what? What type of ceremony Yes, these pictures are related to our marriage ceremony. And what are the people doing in the first picture? Can you tell me? You can see the people are playing the musical instruments, and some people are dancing, It's very interesting. Have you ever participated in this type of activity in your society, in your community? All right, this is a glimpse of marriage ceremony, okay? We play the musical instruments, people perform their dances, and they go to bring the bride, Very good job. Second picture you can see. So we have the question C. So what's the second picture about? You can see the hands of different people there, okay? So you can say it is related to again marriage ceremony in our society, in our community, okay? And this is, you can say, Kanyadan, okay? The parents of the bride, let's say, give her hand to the bridegroom, okay? And from that moment onwards, they will be together, okay? Now, the third picture, see, you can see there is a piece of cloth and putting sindoor, And from this moment onwards, the bride will get a kind of formality of a married woman. Is it clear, all of you? So, how do you celebrate the marriage ceremony in your community? And we people somehow follow this sort of task, okay, in our marriage ceremony. So from this discussion and from these pictures, can you guess what are we going to listen to in our audio today? Okay, all of you tell me. All right, it is about different marriage traditions, okay? Now in this audio, today we are going to do some listening task, and I have an audio, I will play that one and you have to listen to the audio and you have to do the task. And the audio is about different marriage traditions. Very good. Now before listening to the audio, you have to be familiar with the task that you have to do. So for that one, first of all, you have to do this task. So read the following to be familiar with the task before listening to the audio. Now this task you have to do first, okay? So what you have to do here? Okay, listen to the audio and match the marriage traditions with the related countries. So this time, this side you can find marriage traditions, okay? And this column you can find different countries. So you have to match these marriage traditions with the countries, okay? So okay, let's start reading. A, jumping over the broom, and we have here China. B, dancing covered with money, we have India, this column, okay? C, painting the hands and feet, and we can find Ghana here, so you have to match, okay? D, changing wardrobes, and here is Cuba, and you have to listen to the audio very carefully and you have to match the marriage traditions with the related countries. Is it clear about the first task that you have to do? Very good. Now, second task, again, read with me. The instruction says, listen to the audio again and fill in the blanks with the correct words or phrases from below. See, we have the words or phrases here: profitable custom, Jewish, cocktail dress, evil spirits, lucky color, and henna paste. Okay? Now, you have to supply these words in the blanks correctly. So, the sentences are: A, all of you please read with me. Breaking a glass is a ... wedding tradition. After listening to the audio, you have to supply the correct word or phrase. Okay? B, jumping over the broom is done to sweep away the ... C, dancing while covered with money is considered as a ... D, female friends decorate the bride's hands and feet during marriage with a ... in India. E, Chinese brides wear a red dress first because red is considered as a ... blank space again, you know. Now the last one, F, we have blank space here, ... is the third wardrobe for Chinese brides. Now, are you familiar with these tasks? Very good. If so, I will play the audio for 3 times. How many times? Very good. 3 times. In the first play, you have to listen and you can be familiar. And in the second play, you have to do the task. Okay? And in the third play, you have to check your answers, and if any mistake, you can correct. Is the instruction clear to you? Very good. If so, now I am going to play the audio for the first time. Please listen to it, okay? And you just try to be familiar with the questions and you can start doing too. Is it clear, all of you? Very good. Now, all of you be attentive and listen to the audio very carefully about different marriage traditions. Now, I am playing it.
Most fascinating wedding traditions. They are as varied and unique as the way couples exchange their vows and say, I do. 1. Breaking of the glass. This Jewish wedding tradition is observed by seeing the groom break a glass under his foot towards the end of the ceremony. Some trace the roots of this tradition to the destruction in AD 70 of the Temple in Jerusalem. Others claim it serves as a reminder that the joy of marriage should always be regarded as tempered. 2. Jumping over the broom. A joyful tradition in the West African country of Ghana, jumping over the broom by the bride and groom as the couple's way to sweep away the evil spirits and the mistakes done in the past. The one who has jumped the highest is believed to become the head of the household. 3. Dancing while covered with money. Originally from Cuba, this unique and highly profitable custom is also common in Poland, Greece, the Philippines, and certain parts of the southern United States. After the formal ceremony, the bride and groom do their first dance as a married couple. While dancing, guests would be pinning money to their clothes. 4. Painting the hands. Prior to her wedding day, the bride in India is joined by her family and female friends in decorating their hands and feet with a henna paste. They would create elaborate designs for hours which are temporary and would last just a few weeks. 5. Changing the wardrobe up to 3 times. Brides in modern China get to pick up to 3 wedding dresses. The first dress is traditionally red in color as the Chinese regard red as a strong and lucky color. The second dress is usually a white ball gown that shows an embrace in Western trends. The third dress is a cocktail dress with the color personally chosen by the bride.
Dear students, I hope you are familiar with the text in audio, and I hope you might have done your first task, that is, match the marriage traditions with the related countries. Now I am going to play the audio for the second time, and you have to do your another task, that is, fill in the blanks with the correct words or phrases from below. Are you ready for it? Good. Now I am playing it. Listen to it very carefully.
Most fascinating wedding traditions. They are as varied and unique as the way couples exchange their vows and say, I do. 1. Breaking of the glass. This Jewish wedding tradition is observed by seeing the groom break a glass under his foot towards the end of the ceremony. Some trace the roots of this tradition to the destruction in AD 70 of the Temple in Jerusalem. Others claim it serves as a reminder that the joy of marriage should always be regarded as tempered. 2. Jumping over the broom. A joyful tradition in the West African country of Ghana, jumping over the broom by the bride and groom as the couple's way to sweep away the evil spirits and the mistakes done in the past. The one who has jumped the highest is believed to become the head of the household. 3. Dancing while covered with money. Originally from Cuba, this unique and highly profitable custom is also common in Poland, Greece, the Philippines, and certain parts of the southern United States. After the formal ceremony, the bride and groom do their first dance as a married couple. While dancing, guests would be pinning money to their clothes. 4. Painting the hands. Prior to her wedding day, the bride in India is joined by her family and female friends in decorating their hands and feet with a henna paste. They would create elaborate designs for hours which are temporary and would last just a few weeks. 5. Changing the wardrobe up to 3 times. Brides in modern China get to pick up to 3 wedding dresses. The first dress is traditionally red in color as the Chinese regard red as a strong and lucky color. The second dress is usually a white ball gown that shows an embrace in Western trends. The third dress is a cocktail dress with the color personally chosen by the bride.
Dear students, I hope you might have finished your second task, that is, fill in the blanks with the correct words or phrases from below. Now I am going to play the audio for the last time, and you can check your answers. And if there is any mistake, you can correct. Is it clear to you? Very good. Now listen to it very carefully.
Most fascinating wedding traditions. They are as varied and unique as the way couples exchange their vows and say, I do. 1. Breaking of the glass. This Jewish wedding tradition is observed by seeing the groom break a glass under his foot towards the end of the ceremony. Some trace the roots of this tradition to the destruction in AD 70 of the Temple in Jerusalem. Others claim it serves as a reminder that the joy of marriage should always be regarded as tempered. 2. Jumping over the broom. A joyful tradition in the West African country of Ghana, jumping over the broom by the bride and groom as the couple's way to sweep away the evil spirits and the mistakes done in the past. The one who has jumped the highest is believed to become the head of the household. 3. Dancing while covered with money. Originally from Cuba, this unique and highly profitable custom is also common in Poland, Greece, the Philippines, and certain parts of the southern United States. After the formal ceremony, the bride and groom do their first dance as a married couple. While dancing, guests would be pinning money to their clothes. 4. Painting the hands. Prior to her wedding day, the bride in India is joined by her family and female friends in decorating their hands and feet with a henna paste. They would create elaborate designs for hours which are temporary and would last just a few weeks. 5. Changing the wardrobe up to 3 times. brides in modern China get to pick up to 3 wedding dresses. The first dress is traditionally red in color as the Chinese regard red as a strong and lucky color. The second dress is usually a white ball gown that shows an embrace in Western trends. The third dress is a cocktail dress with the color personally chosen by the bride.
Dear students, now it's very clear to you about the different marriage traditions in different countries, and have you checked your answers? Have you found any mistake there? And did you correct them? Okay, don't worry. Now I have also done it, and you can check with me. Now here, jumping over the broom. Can you tell me which country is it related to? Okay, that's right. It is Ghana, Okay. Now another one we have is dancing covered with money. Which country is it related to? Okay, all of you tell me loudly. All right, it is Cuba, It's clearly said Cuba in the audio. Now we have another one in Sui, painting the hands and feet, you can say mehendi, So where is it? Oh yes, it is India, And the last one, changing wardrobes. So can you tell me it? Yes, definitely you can say it is China, So have you got all the answers correct? Well done. Now I am going to take you another task, that is fill in the blanks with the correct words or phrases from below. Okay, be ready. Number A, breaking a glass is a. Which one is the correct word or phrase here? All of you tell me loudly. Yes, that is Jewish wedding tradition. Breaking a glass is a Jewish wedding tradition. All right. B, jumping over the broom is done to sweep away the. Now, which one is the correct one? Please tell me loudly. Oh, yes, you are again right. That is evil spirits. And our sentence becomes, jumping over the broom is done to sweep away the evil spirits. Okay. Next one, number C, dancing while covered with money is considered as a, Dancing while covered with money is considered as a. Which one is correct? What did you write there? Okay, you are right. That is profitable custom. Now next one we have D. Female friends decorate the bride's hands and feet during marriage with a ... in India. What's your answer? Please share it. Wow, you have again done correctly. That is henna paste, mehendi. Okay. Number E, Chinese brides wear a red dress first because red is considered as a. What's your answer? What have you written down there? Oh, again you are absolutely correct. That is lucky color. Okay. Now the last one we have F is a blank space is the third wardrobe for Chinese brides. And what's the correct word or phrase here? Yes, undoubtedly it is cocktail dress. So if all right answers, very good. And if some mistakes, don't worry. But you have to listen to the English audio more and more. For it, you can listen to BBC News, let's say CNN News. You can listen to English songs, any English item, so that you can get ideas. You can understand clearly. Is it okay, all of you? Very good. After this listening task, now I have a task for you that you have to do at your home. And the task for you is, which of the marriage traditions is most similar to your one? Write a short paragraph. You listen to different marriage traditions in the audio. Now, which one is the most similar to your one marriage tradition in your community? Okay, so write a short paragraph and share it with your English teacher and friends in the classroom. Is it clear, all of you? All right, now after this listening part, now we are going to begin another skill, that is, yes, speaking skill. Speaking skill is also very important, you know. So language means first listening and speaking. If we cannot speak, communication may not take place. So you should be very active while learning speaking skill. Now, before this one, I just like to show you a table, okay? What did you see here? Can you see it very clearly? Okay. See, make as many sentences as possible from the following table. You can see 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, and 4 column. So using these words, you have to make more and more sentences. Okay. Now we are going to make some sentences right now. And in your free time, you can make more and more sentences. So can you tell me the sentence from this table now? Please all of you try to tell me. Yes, that is, may I, okay, go out please for a while. You can say, for example, may I go out please for a while. You can say, all right. It is a complete sentence. Once again, all of you repeat it. What is it? Yes, it is, may I go out please for a while. One sentence can be. And what can be another sentence? All of you please tell me using can. What is it? All of you tell me loudly. Yes, that is, can I, and then what can be it? Can I use your protector for a while, you can say, okay. Can I use your protector for a while? You can say like this. Another sentence we have, do you think I, then what can be correct? Could have a book for a while, okay. You can say so. Again, you can use another one to make sentence. What can it be? Could I bring my doggy with you? Okay, you can say, you can make more and more sentences. It can be like this. Could I bring my doggy with you? All right. Now, next one, do you mind if I use your protector for a while? Okay, you can make a sentence like this. And here is again, is it okay if I use your protector for a while? Like this, you can use these words, you can use this subject, and you can use suitable one from here and here to make more and more sentences. Dear students, now after making more and more sentences from this table, you have to understand why are we using these sorts of structures. You can see here modal verbs are here, okay, auxiliary verbs are here, you know, modal verbs, auxiliary verbs are used here, and then at the same time there is the subject, okay, I, and we can use we, you know, and then we need some of the necessary information, okay. Now can you tell me why do we use this type of structure in English? For what language function? Now I just like to give you a simple example that you have been frequently using in your classroom with your teachers and your students. For example, may I go to toilet, sir? May I go to the tap, sir? You may use this type of structure, expression. So why do you use this type of expression? Can you tell me? Okay, share your idea. For asking question. All of you tell me. Questions, question. Do we use this structure for asking questions? Then what else? Do we use it for asking permission? Permission, permission. So what can it be? Or do we use to make for making request? requests. So can you tell me, dear students, why do we use this structure? For asking questions, or for asking permission, or for making request? So what is the language function? Why do we use this structure in our daily communication? So all of you tell me please, can you guess? Yes, you are right. We use this structure for asking permission. May I go to toilet, sir? You can say. May I go out, sir? You can say, okay. Sir, can I drink water? You can say. That means for asking permission. If you want to do something, at that time, you have to take permission first, and then only you can perform that activity. So is it clear, all of you? So it means that all of you try to understand, and you can note it down. Later on, I'll give you also may plus subject plus necessary information we have. Can, you can use. Do you think, you can use. Could, you can use again. Do you mind if, and then you can use. Is it okay if? Okay. These words are used for asking permission. Okay. Now, I just want to show you an example, and then we are going to practice using these structures. Is it clear, all of you? Well, now we have this task, work in pairs. Ask for permission and respond to the situations given in the left column of the table. The responses are in the right column of the table. First of all, I want to present you this example, and then I will show you the table, okay? And from that table, you have to practice for making permission. Now look at this example. See, she says, I feel sick. May I leave for home? Here, now you can see the structure. Which structure is used for asking permission? Can you tell me? I feel sick, is that? No. Then which one? Yes, that is, may I leave for home? You can see here, may. Then here is subject I. Permission means we have to take permission. Speaker, okay. So most of the time we use here I, you know, and then we have infinitive. To your simple word, you can understand as verb 1. What is it? Verb 1. And we grammatically say infinitive, okay. May plus subject plus infinitive. After that, we need necessary information. Now, when you ask your teacher for permission, sir, may I go out? What does your teacher say? Yes, he may say, okay, you may, or he may say, no, you may not, or he may say, I am afraid, I can't send you right now, you know. So, it means that there should be responses. And can you guess what she will say for this permission seeking? All right, now she says here, sure, okay. It means that now she can go her home. Is it clear, all of you? So it means that now you have to practice for asking permission, and you have to learn to respond to the permission. So is it clear, all of you? Is the idea clear to you? Well done. Now after this, I am going to give you the task. Dear students, now you have to do practice. This is the task for you, okay. So this side you can find the clues for you, hints for you, and based on these clues you have to ask for permission. And this side you can find the responses. See, first of all you can read the responses. Sure, if you want to give this permission, you can say sure, or you can say yes, please do, or you can say sure, go ahead, or you can say of course, go ahead. And you can say, no problem. It means that you can do, okay, permission granted. And then again we have, please, feel free. Or you can say, well, I rather you didn't. It means that permission is not granted, okay. So G is used for not giving permission. And H you can say, no, you can't, you know. It means also permission is not given. So from A to F, you can use for giving permission, okay, as your response. And G and H mean you are not giving permission, okay. Now using these, we are going to practice some. Now, can you tell me, for this one, A, sore throat, means there is a problem in the throat, you know. Now one asks for permission to go to doctor, and another should respond, all right. So can you tell me, for example, A says, what does it say? You have to use the same structures that we have practiced, okay. What are the structures? You can say, may I go to a doctor, D-O-C-T-O-R, doctor, because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because I have got a sore throat, T-H-R-O-A-T, throat. You have to use question mark, okay? Now, what can be the response? Said by B. All right, it's very clearly given here, you know. Sure, sure, S-U-R-E, sure. It means you can go. Like this. Now you have to make, for this one, headache, go home. Now all of you tell me, how do you ask for a permission for the second situation? There is headache, you know, head is paining. And then he or she wants to go home. So what do you say? How do you ask for this permission? Yes, you can say, is it okay if I go home? Okay, you can use any of the structure. Is that clear? Or you can say, could I go home because I have got a headache? Okay, you can say like that. And then your person responds you like this. Yes, please do. It means that you can go home. All right, like this. Number 2, C, blister on foot, clinic. Now there is a small problem on your feet, you know, you have got a phoca type of thing, you know, khatira type of thing on your feet, blister, you know, and then you want to go to clinic. Now you have to ask for a permission. So how do you say? How do you say? Okay, tell me any of the structures you can use that I have already shown you. All right, you can say, do you mind if I go to clinic because I have got a blister on my foot? Okay, do you mind if I go to clinic because I have got a blister on my foot? And what can be the response? Say, sure, go ahead. Like this, you have to practice asking for permissions for this radio, news, okay? And then you have to use this response. And then camera, photos, you have to use this response. And then telephone, chat with friend, you can use this response. And we have toilet, no, so dirty, well, I'd rather you didn't. And then we have day off tomorrow, no, very busy day, no, you can't. So using these clues, as you have already done right now, you have to practice in your free time with your friends, okay? Is it clear to you? Very good. Now after this, I have a home assignment for you again. See, this task for you is have conversations with your partner for the situations given below. Now in this task, the situations are given in short, okay? But now here, the situations are given completely. For example, A, it's very hot in the room and you would like to open the window. So how can you say? All of you please try to practice for asking permission. What can it be? Yes, simply you can say, may I open the window please? What can you say? May I open the window please? Okay, and then what can be the response? All right, any response can be sure, or you can say yes, please do, or you can say sure, go ahead, or you can say of course, go ahead. You can say no problem, it means you can open, okay, please feel free. And but if you use these any one of the responses, it means that you are not giving permission. For example, well, I would rather you didn't means that he or she should not open the window. The permission is not granted. Is it clear, all of you? So I want to talk shortly for B situation, and you have to do at your home. All right? You need to borrow a pen from a friend because you have lost yours. Now you have lost your one pen and you have to ask for a permission to use your friend's pen. So what can you say? Can I use your pen please? You can say like that one. And your friend can say, sure. You can say that, yes, please do. Your friend can say, of course, go ahead. Any one of the responses. Is the idea clear to you about this task? Okay, dear students, please do all these tasks at your home in your free time. And you can show it to your English teacher. Is it clear to you? And don't forget to practice for asking permission with your friends and with your seniors. Now after this we have a short another task, that is pronunciation. Dear students, now we are going to do a short task about pronunciation. So look at the instruction here. Pronounce the following contracted forms with the help of your teacher or a dictionary. First of all, you have to understand the term contracted forms. So what do you mean by contracted forms? Can you tell me? For example, if I write down here is not, not. Now how do you make it short form? How do you contract it? Can you tell me? All right, you can write down isn't, isn't. This is the contracted form, contraction of the words, you know. If I write down here are not, how do you make it contracted form? All right, you can say arent, aren't, okay? So after contracting the words, then how do you pronounce? Do you pronounce it like is not again? For example, we have contracted form of is not here, and do you pronounce is not? No, you should not pronounce is not. Now it should be pronounced as isn't. Okay, what is it? All of you practice isn't. And how do you pronounce it? Again, are not? No, it should be pronounced as aren't. What is it? Aren't. Very good. Now we have a list of words here. Let's practice one time for each, and you can practice more at your home. Arent, aren't. All of you practice arent, aren't. Good. Next one, isn apostrophe comma t, isn't. All right. Next one, wasn apostrophe comma t, wasn't. Okay. Now again we have weren apostrophe comma t, weren't. We have to use apostrophe comma, okay, to contract the words. Similarly, you have to pronounce not, have not. It is haven't. All of you pronounce haven't. Good. Next one, hasn't. Once again, hasn't. Good. Again, we have another word. How do you pronounce it? A bit loudly, please. I want to hear you. Yes, hadn't. Next, don apostrophe comma t, don't, and it is the contracted form of do not, not. Okay. Now here, doesn't. All of you pronounce once. Yes, doesn't. Now this is didn't. Okay, not did not, didn't. Next, all of you pronounce it. Yes, can't. Now this one is, how do you pronounce? All right, couldn't. This one is, all of you, must not. Oh, you have to pronounce once again. Yes, mustn't. All right, and this should be pronounced as won't. Is it clear, all of you? Good. Now after this, again I have a task for you as your home assignment for your pronouncing the words, and that is consult your e-dictionary and try to practice pronouncing the following words. Same contracted words are given here. You just listen in your e-dictionary and try to practice, or consult your dictionary and write the pronunciation of the following words. Okay, you can look at your manual dictionary, book dictionary, and you can find how it is pronounced, and you can write and then practice. Is it clear all? Very good. Dear students, in our today's class we learned three things. One, we learned to do the listening task, and that was about different marriage traditions, and then we learned for asking permissions and giving responses, and finally we have learned, to pronounce the contracted words. Please keep them practicing in your daily life. Okay, I hope you might have enjoyed and learnt better in our today's class. It's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.